Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day 5 of the Happy Healthy Fit Book Club. How are you? So I am, I'm just now enjoying my first coffee. I actually slept in today. I had a huge day yesterday with my son in Chicago, and I'm getting ready to, after this, at some point today, I'm going to go live on my other page, my personal page, and just kind of share an experience that I had as being a mom and really how Vincent came into this world. And I'm excited. So this morning I'm just sitting at my house, and this is the first day that I'm actually alone. My son is with his dad this morning in St. Louis, and I'm here finishing out this book club and also working on my second book that is really geared more for single moms and women who really have that entrepreneurial itch and they want to take their life to basically they just want to take charge of their own lives. And so that's my project this summer. And but right now, outside of those two, well, really I've got 4 things. I've got the 90-day transformation with Figure Fit that I'm enrolling for right now. We've got the yoga school that we're enrolling for right now that begins July 20th and 21st. And I'm writing my book, and I'm doing the book club, and always the CEO of Figure Fit, running Figure Fit. So you guys, I'm so grateful that you're here, and I'm excited to share today's topic with you. And this is the Happy Healthy Fit Book Club. And for those of you who are new to me, my name is Liz Nierzwicki. I am an international bestseller on Amazon in 5 different countries, in 3 different categories. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who has purchased this book. Thank you to everyone who has reviewed this book on Amazon and given me your feedback about what you loved about the book. Thank you so much for that. This book is also available on Audible if you like audiobooks. Like, I love audiobooks, and I listen to one probably each week when I am doing laundry or driving or even walking my dog outside. So if you'd like to get this for free and you don't yet have an Audible membership, you can use the link figurefitfreebook.com to get this book on audio, and I am rating it to you for free. All right, you guys, so we're going to dive into how to build a new habit. Yesterday's video was all about how to break a bad habit, and today is really the science behind creating a new habit in your brain. And we're going to go through the worksheet that is in the back of the book, in the appendix, on page 191, and it is called, let's see, I'll just read it to you because that's backwards. 5 steps to creating a new habit. But before we want to get into this today, I want to make sure that you guys have the goals worksheet, because we are wrapping up week 1. And this is what we've been covering today, this week. And this worksheet is critical for you to have. So in order to get this, you've got to go to liznierzwicki.com and sign up for the newsletter. And we're emailing this out in our newsletter every single time. At the bottom of the newsletter, you're going to get a link to the worksheets from the Happy Healthy Fit Book Club. So make sure that you are signed up for my newsletter. And I only send out one per week. Usually it's just like a weekly recap of the things that are happening within my world and within the Heavenly Mind world and within the Figure Fit world. One newsletter, we make it really simple for you to get all of the things you need based on the different areas that I work with humans, I almost said, whether it's yoga or executive, life coaching, business coaching, health and wellness, it's all right there. And even stock trading and business startup coaching. So it's all right there, okay? So liznierzwicki.com, get this worksheet. In this worksheet, you guys, it is the path to charting the course and the roadmap to getting you to your goals. So you've got to know what you want. What are you willing to do to get there? What are you willing to give up? Okay? So that is all on this worksheet, and you need to download this by going to the newsletter. All right, so get that, and now on to the 5 steps to creating a new habit. Hang on, I gotta put my feet on this little meditation cushion. Let's stick my feet on this. Okay. So I was thinking about like basically everything we talked about yesterday in terms of, breaking your bad habits. Actually I spoke to somebody who is a smoker, and they're like, I actually kind of condemn myself when I do it, and this can apply to anybody who does anything that they've already identified that they don't want to do. Like it could be smoking, it could be drinking, it could be eating bad food that you've put on a do not eat list. And you have to identify, yesterday I spoke about the feelings and the emotion behind the choices, but like, let's say, well, for the smoker, I was like, okay, well, what is the impulse behind it? You're stressed out and you're trying to get away from a certain circumstance. What can you do instead that is healthy? Like the aspect of actually leaving and getting air, like this is kind of contradicting, but getting air to breathe away from a situation, they're actually leaving, they're going outside to nature to get that reset moment. Now if they just didn't tie that to a cigarette, that would be perfect. However, the energy of our body and the cells of our body have all been working together for us. So your cells literally crave what you've been doing. So it's not as easy just to go, I'm never going to do it again. But some people do that, okay? And then they just kind of go through some serious mental power to get through that stage where the cells that were utilizing that resource, they die off and new cells are created. We're literally our cellular body. So your cells adapt to what you give them. If you give them food that is junk food, they actually literally adapt. If they didn't adapt to bad food, they would all die at once. Does that make sense? They would literally all die at once. And they'd be like, oh, she just ate a really bad hamburger, or she just smoked a cigarette, or he just did this. Let's all die right now. It just doesn't happen that way. They adapt. And if we human beings and our consciousness can be more adaptive and not beat ourselves up and really start to look at the process that's unfolding for us, we can start to really be the agent of change that we want to be, and we can start to make new choices. So when you find yourself in the middle of a bad habit, don't beat yourself up. Identify the emotion behind that bad habit and what you wanted, all right? And then it's about creating a new, like I said yesterday, it's about charting a new course. So today, the 5 steps to creating a new habit really ties together all of the things that we've been talking about this week, from creating a new goal, knowing what you want, knowing what you don't want, and then focusing your energy on what you do want, and getting really crystal clear and aware of what you want. Now the thing is, we're going to use science here to create a new habit. So step number 1 is identify what your big goal is. And this is what we already talked about in that goals worksheet. What is the number 1 goal that you want right now? And there's so many different options that we could talk about, whether it's a fit body, whether for men maybe you want to be bigger, you want to be more jacked. What is the goal? You're going to have to really get clear on that. So I'm going to just use that one today for an example. That one and weight loss. So let's say you're a guy and you want to gain muscle. And let's say you're a girl and you want to just maybe lose some extra fat that you don't want to have on your body anymore, and you want to get more leaned out and more toned out. Okay, so we're going to take those goals. That's what you want. Right now, it's a physical thing. It could be even money. You want more money, okay? So what is your goal? Got to know what you want. That's step 1. Step 2 is, what's the process you're willing to live? We've talked about that in the goals worksheet. What are you willing to do to get you to your goal? You got to know what you're willing to do. So for the men, you got to be willing to work out. You're probably already doing that. Ladies, you got to be, sorry, I don't mean to generalize this. This could be a lady who wants to get bigger. Actually, I worked with somebody. I coached her to the stage, and it was really, really hard for her to gain muscle. So you just got to know what you want to do. So let's just not get into let's just not complain. How about that? We're just going to use these examples, whether you want to lose weight and you're a guy or a girl, or whether you want to gain muscle, whether you're a guy or a girl, let's just go with these because these are exact the steps you need to take. So whether you want to gain muscle, you gotta identify what you're willing to do. You're willing to work out. You're willing to eat more. You're willing to eat exactly what you need to eat when you need to eat it. You're willing, okay? The weight loss people, you're willing to go to the gym more than you have been. You're willing to not do cardio because it's not the answer. You're willing to learn the science of how this is actually going to work for you. You're willing to learn the truth. So you're willing to start lifting weights. You're willing to plan your foods. You're willing to understand and do the right things and eat the right way to get you to your goal. Now, number 3, this is probably the most important part of the entire goal setting and new habit forming process. You gotta know so you said, what's the process you're willing to live? You know that. You're willing to start working out more. You're willing to cut some foods out of your diet. Number 3 is, what is a behavior commitment that you're gonna commit to? Because if you're not, for example, working out right now, you gotta work out. If you're not working out regularly, you've gotta work out regularly. Period. That has to be a behavior commitment. If it's money, you gotta be willing to plan in your schedule things you want to do that are going, for example, write a new book. It could be for a business owner, like learn a webinar strategy and start teaching webinars online. For, it could be saving money, okay? Like, you got to be willing to stop spending money on certain things. You got to be willing to not buy those certain things anymore. And you've got to really understand and identify, because your brain will start to build procedural memories. Write that word down, procedural memories, to make your life easier. So what you do is you literally say, I will work out when I get off work. I will work out, if you're a stay-at-home mom, I will work out every single morning when I wake up or when my kids go to school. That is a non-negotiable. I will do this. Now, you need to visualize your success. You need to visualize yourself doing this thing. See yourself doing it, because when you can see yourself living that lifestyle, you're way more likely to do it. Okay? Plus, your brain has what's called a reticular activating system, and when you tell the brain what to look for, it actually looks for that out in the world, and it shows you proof of the thing that you've already told it that you want. Now, what's really important in this whole process is you gotta focus on the right things. You can't focus on the negativity and the guilt and the doubt and the frustration, because you're gonna get more of that. You literally have to love yourself, be compassionate with yourself. When you find yourself in the middle of doing something you don't want to do, reroute, pivot, be willing to do something new, okay? Step 5, imagine the obstacle. Because if you don't know what you want, you're not going to get there. And if you're currently allowing obstacles that are happening in your life to get in the way, maybe you're not even allowing them, you're just not allowing them. So you've got to imagine and sit down, get really crystal clear with reality and the life that is happening, the life that you're in right now, and take an assessment. What is likely to get in the way of me writing in the morning at 5:30 to 6:30 every morning? Okay, sleep, staying up too late the night before, going out and getting home too late, with friends, or going to a movie at 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock rather than 7 o'clock. Like, what are realistic things that are likely to get in the way of me getting up to write every single morning? What is likely to get in the way of going to work out? I want to give you a really real story. A couple years ago, when I was going through a lot of stress, it was more fun to me to have champagne with my girlfriend and talk about life It was way more fun to me to, sit there and kind of like enjoy those times with her than to work on another project or to work on another goal. But however, what was happening was some of the days I was choosing that over my workout, and I live a lifestyle of working out, of eating healthy, of going after my dreams as an entrepreneur and doing that work. So I was allowing those fun times to come before my priorities, okay? And once I did that a couple of times too many, I had to like really get real with myself, and I had to write a new list of and this is in the goals worksheet, what must I give up to refocus my energy and to get me on the trajectory and on the path of where I want to be headed. Because if I continued in that space, I would not achieve my goals. I would not reach those goals because I'm different than she was. She had no entrepreneurial drive to do her own thing and to run her own business. And I am an entrepreneur. I have a business. I have to, but I want to. So there's priorities in everything that we're choosing to do. And I had to go, okay, I can have those moments in time with her occasionally, but they cannot be a regular thing. I've got to refocus my priorities, put the things that are on my goals list in front of the other things, and do those things first, okay? So you gotta really get crystal clear with yourself and imagine the things that are going to get in the way. This, you guys, is the second most important thing in creating a new habit. Imagine what will get in the way and build your life around that thing. Make the choices to get you to what you want to be doing, your new habit. Okay, so here's a couple examples. I am likely to get derailed when my coworker or my friend asks me to go to happy hour or to come over after work and have champagne, and I haven't even worked out yet, and I have a project or a newsletter that I got to get out. So what am I going to do instead? You got to get really clear and write down what are the things that you even want to do sometimes, but what is more important? What are your priorities, and what are you willing to do? So a habit, so I will politely decline and ask them to join me at the gym. And then that way I still get my time with my friend, or and we can still talk about things. We're just not, avoiding the gym, drinking wine, and really throwing our good health onto the back burner. So ask her to join me in the gym, work out, teach her how to squat, and that's exactly what happened. Okay, so another one could be like, I am likely to get derailed after work if I don't take my gym bag or I don't take my extra spare clothes with me. So what I will do every night at 9 p.m. or 8:30 p.m., I will set a timer on my phone, a reminder on my phone to remind me to put my work bag together for the next day. My clothes are in it, my shoes are in it, my sports bra's in it, socks are in it, and have that ready to go. Put it in the car that night so that there are no excuses the next day. You've got your stuff that you need. And on top of that, you add a protein shake to your bag so that at 4 or 4:30, you've got your pre-workout shake to drink, and so that you're fueling the muscles that you're about to work, and then when you go work out, you're not famished, okay? These are so, so important to really set yourself up to win, and that was yesterday's video. No, that was the day before. So, you guys, those are the 5 steps to really building a new powerful habit. What is the big goal? What process are you willing to live? What behavioral commitment are you willing to do? So, I will do blank when blank happens. Visualize your success. Visualize, see yourself living it. Get into the energy, get into the feeling. The feelings, I will repeat this 1,000 times, are the most important thing that are the driving force behind every single thing you do. Everything you want is because you believe you will feel better having it. Every single thing. So what are those feelings? In the things you desire, what are the feelings? Start to write it out. It feels like this. I want this feeling. And get into the mindset, visualize in your visualizations. How does it feel? Get into those feelings. Get the feelings conjured up in your body so that you become a magnet for those feelings out in the day, and God will bring them into your life in a way that you don't even expect usually. But what you do is you follow the feeling towards those things. You're like, man, this really feels like this, like having this conversation with this person is like drumming up the feelings that I had this morning in my visualization. Like, this is cool. There's something here. I don't know what it is, but there's something here. Those are the moments of magic. Those are the moments of synchronicity. Those are the bliss moments from the universe, source, God, whatever you want to call it. Those are the moments. So you've got to understand the feelings you want. The feelings that suck, that you don't want, those beating yourself up moments. What is going on? What is the opposite? What do you want instead? Flip your attention and focus only on those things, okay? Because you are an energetic being. Your attention, your energy flows where your attention goes, no matter what it is. So focus on what you want, conjure up those feelings, and attack your plan. That's the goals worksheet. Attack your plan, okay? Know what you want, know what you're willing to do, eliminate the things that are getting in the way, and these two things I talked about today. Your behavioral commitment is probably the most important thing that you understand that will build a new habit for you. Because right now, towards these things that you want, you're a baby. You're a baby. If you've never really had a consistent habit of working out, you're a baby. You're new to this, and you've got to build this habit. So I will go to the gym every day after work, or I will now begin to shift my calendar or my schedule. I'll go to bed a little bit early. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to walk for 30 minutes every morning. That's a good start. Do something like that, okay? And the last one that is so important is imagine the obstacle. What is going to get in the way? Then build your life around that thing. You're going to know what's going to get in the way. Another example for me was when I first got in my health habit, I would go down to my brother's house in Indianapolis, and they were not living the figure fit food lifestyle that I was living, the paleo foods, real foods, not standard American diet foods, not packaged foods. Like, they would have even spaghetti as their main dinner. I didn't eat pasta. And so at their house, I could really eat nothing. And so when I went there, I had to prepare. I had to take my own foods. And it wasn't just about, you guys, this was never for me about vanity. It was about health, and we're talking about that in week 3. I couldn't have pasta. It was inflammatory to me. It was restricting my bowel from bowel movements. Like, I had to go paleo to get rid of the foods that were man-made so that my body could function normally. By going paleo, I got rid of my allergies. By going paleo, I got regular in my bowel movements. By going paleo, food allergies went away. I used to have the worst sinus infection, bronchitis every single year. I don't have that anymore. It's been since 2012. I don't get that stuff because my body is actually getting real foods now. Not man-made foods, not dyes, not additives, not heavy corn syrups or high fructose corn syrups and things that are processed in a manufacturing facility and then put in a package. But that used to be the way that I ate. And I was sick, I was thick, I was overweight. So we're gonna get into that in the week of healthy. So I had to set myself up to win by knowing the obstacle. The obstacle was there's bad food there that I'm not gonna be able to eat. I've got to plan, I've got to take my own stuff. And that was a game changer for me. And it can be a game changer for you as well. So you guys, thank you for being here today. I'm so grateful for you. I'm thankful for all of you who are sharing this video. I mean, come on, I got eyeballs. Share this. What are you doing? Don't just consume it all to yourself. Share it. I am picking a winner today for a free membership for the Figure Fit 90-Day Transformation Challenge. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to post that on my page later on today. So you've got today. You have the opportunity to share and get into this today. But even if you don't share this, I'm always got my eyeballs on you, on the people who are sharing and the people who are helping me spread the good word. And no matter what, if it's like a year from now and you're watching this video and you share this and you tag 3 friends, you're going to be entered into some sort of giveaway that I'm doing, whether it's a free t-shirt, Inspire tattoos, an entry to a 90-day transformation challenge with Figure Fit, or even a coaching call with me. Share, tag your friends. Always be trying to spread the good news with people who you know could use this. You guys, I'm so thankful for you. And again, my website is liznierzwicki.com, and the book is Happy Healthy Fit, and we're doing a 30-day book club. Today's the last day for this week. I'm going to be back on Monday at 9 a.m., and we're going to start off with Happy, which is part 1 of the book, and we've been covering goals right now. So now we're going to dive into the science of the neuroscience of meditation. In week 3, we're going to go into the science of your gut health. And then in week 4, we're going to go into the science of exercise and really the right things to do to get you fit. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I am so incredibly grateful for you and thankful that you're here. So thanks so much, guys. Love ya. Bye. Mwah.